bless you, people of God. This is Pastor Adam Adom from King's Yard Ministry. We thank God for your lives and for His mercies. We want to do a set of teachings on the topic Do Not Compromise in Crisis. It is an extension of our teaching on rest, the subject rest. Now, let's look at Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image according to our likeness. Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over the cattle, over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth." Now God said, let us create man in our image and in our likeness. So two things we see here: image and likeness. They cannot be the same thing. The image of God is the seed of God, which potentially is going to demonstrate the character of God. What we are saying that the image is the seed of God inside you, and the likeness is the character of God you display. So you can have the character of God because you have the seed of God. So you need to have the image first. Then because you have the image, potentially you can behave like God. That's the likeness. So you can have the seed of God and not have the likeness of God. But once you have the seed of God, potentially you can have the likeness of God. So you grow into the likeness of God. You cannot have the likeness of God in one day. But the image is instant. So God said, let us make man in our image and likeness, and let them have dominion. So there was image and likeness before dominion. There is the form you must assume before you can function. So you see two things. Let them have image and likeness, and let them have dominion. So you can't start saying you are a king, you have dominion over certain things, when you don't have the form that must have the dominion. First of all, you must have the form, which is the Son of God, the image of God. Then you can begin to function like a king. So we are interested in the form that must take dominion. We are interested in the objects that must take dominion. Not the thing you must rule over, but the thing that qualifies you to rule is the form, which is the image. So most people are in a hurry to call themselves kings and to say they take dominion, but they forget that there must be a form that must take the dominion. Look at it this way. What if you say you are a son of God? You are a king. You can be a king and still rule over idols or rule over people who worship idols. So you must develop the form first, and that form must automatically function in a particular way God wants you to function. So the kingdom is the function. The form is the image and likeness. In this crisis, are we preserving the image and likeness that we have, or we are interested in compromising the image in order to survive? This is my message. So we'll look at the example of Joseph, the example of Moses, an example of Daniel. These are people who were not ready to compromise the form because God was going to use them to function in the world, worldliness. But in this time of crisis, you must understand that Christians must continue to be Christians. You cannot compromise the form. You cannot compromise the image and likeness, because in this season of crisis, robbery is going to be on the rise. prostitution, whether corporate or casual, is going to be on the rise because people must survive. You may want to compromise the form, the image, and think God should understand that there is crisis. But I can assure you, the biggest blessing you have is not you being a king. The biggest blessing is you having the image of God. This is Pastor Edemadom, and God bless you for listening to us.